Well, hello, IDS 105 students, and welcome to your very last week of your IDS 105 course. I'm Melanie Shop, your IDS 105 Learning Community Gal, and I'm so excited to share this final week's webinar with you and celebrate your success. First and foremost, your experience here at Southern New Hampshire University is important to us. It's our policy and practice to create an inclusive and accessible learning environment. If there are aspects of instruction or course design that present barriers to accessibility, please notify the Online Accessibility Center, the OAC, as soon as possible at 866-305-9430. You can also email them at oac@snhu.edu or visit the Online Accessibility Center website. As a reminder, this is an academic space, so always be mindful of your conduct. These webinars are not mandatory, they're not graded, there's no extra credit points awarded. However, I hope that they have helped you complete your assignments from week to week, made you smile, helped you understand the course material a little bit more, and had a little bit of fun. Y'all, we are here. We are here at the finish line, and I want to let you know on behalf of SNHU, we are so proud of you and so excited for you to finish this term strong. As a reminder, this week for week 8, you have a discussion assignment. The initial post is still due on Thursday, everybody, but just remember to make sure that you have that initial posting on Thursday, and then your minimum of 2 peer responses turned in by Sunday or earlier. You can get this all done earlier if you want to get yourself a few extra days of break. Make sure you pay attention to those due dates and deadlines as the term ends this Sunday. So if there's any work that you were catching up on or things you were resubmitting with permission from your instructor, please make sure that you get that in by Sunday, because after that point, assignments will not be accepted. So this last week's discussion is really just going to kind of wrap up your IDS 105 course. You want to share here in your last week how you'll use what you have learned in this course in your life beyond the classroom. So perhaps give some examples on how you will navigate conflict and interpersonal relationships moving forward using what you've learned here in IDS 105. The second part of your discussion that you want to answer is how will you use what you have learned in this course as you continue your educational journey here at SNHU? So for example, think of your future classes, like how will you approach that feedback from your peers or instructors? How can you help build a sense of community and communicate with your peers in an online environment? And like what role does communication play in navigating conflict? So basically you want to take what you have learned this term, one, and apply it to beyond the classroom, outside of the university space. And then two, what have you learned this term to help you navigate things from class for future classes? And then the last part is what are some SNHU resources or services that can support you on your path to success, and how can being vulnerable, right, y'all, and asking for help support your success? So really, it's just kind of a full circle moment where you're going to think about this class, how it has impacted you, and how you can apply the concepts and strategies to your personal life or professional life outside the classroom, and then also to your future classes. And then don't forget to share the resources that you can utilize for your success. So for this last webinar, I just kind of wanted to wrap up the term and kind of share some takeaways from IDS 105, some tips for your success to take with you. First and foremost, just never miss a Monday. I know for most of us, if you work a typical work week, for example, when Monday rolls around, that means that the weekend, that downtime is over, right? So whatever your Monday might be. But I wanted to remind you that Monday is also when, if you're taking classes, your new module, your new week starts, right? And Monday is an opportunity, a new opportunity to really set yourself up for success if you maybe struggled or life got in the way or your week got off track the week prior. So kind of change your attitude a little bit with those Mondays. Take advantage of the new week and set yourself up for success the best way that you can. I also love this tip. Make that SNHU time. Y'all, I cannot stress this enough. Some of you might have learned this the hard way. It is so important to schedule time when you will be reading for your homework, working on your assignments, studying, putting things together for SNHU. It's so important to schedule that time in a way that works best for you. So if you're somebody that's an early riser, making sure you get up to get that done. Maybe you work on it during lunch breaks or breaks at work. Maybe you work on stuff after everybody goes to bed. Whatever it is and however you need to get yourself organized, it's so important that you put that time on your calendar and really keep it for your success. I like to encourage students too, if they can work ahead earlier in the week or work on assignments earlier in the week. If your week gets away from you or life happens, it gives you some flexibility so you're not feeling super overwhelmed later in the week as those deadlines really are looming, okay? This is a great tip. Have that backup plan. Make sure you have a solid backup plan in place. We are all human. We know that things happen. We get sick, kids get sick, work schedules might change, hours might be different. Technology doesn't work the way we need it to. Computers break, phones break, internet goes out. I mean, there's all kinds of things that happen, right? Everybody, the most important thing is that you have a backup plan in place. So for example, if you struggled with your Wi-Fi connection or your internet usage this term, is there any coffee shops or local library you can go to make sure you have that continuous internet that works for you and your success? If you had somebody maybe helping you with any little ones that you might have at home and that didn't work out as planned, like what is something different we can do? Just really being thinking about those things and making sure you have your advisor and instructor's phone numbers and email addresses available so that you can reach out if something is going on. Because when we know that something is happening in your life or preventing you from getting your work done, we can work with you to get back on track and make sure that you don't get super behind. Okay. Along with making that SNHU time, it's so important to know your to-do list. It is important to know who and what is a priority on your schedule. We all have a million things going on. And when you add school to an already busy schedule, it's a lot, right? We all know that. However, this is us investing in ourselves and our futures. And so it's really important that you need to take a hard look at who and what is on your schedule. Sometimes we have to cut some things out. It might not be forever, but it might just be for right now. It's important to know who and what is a priority and what you have on your to-do list, both inside and outside the classroom, so you can really have your best sense of control of your time to be able to get done what you need to get done to reach your goals. You guys have heard me say all term long that communication is key. We've talked a lot about communication and communication strategies in IDS 105, but this is your reminder that it is so important for you to communicate with your instructors, with your advisors, ask questions, reach out, get to know the resources, because in the end, it's just going to help you in your success. I always love this one too, is to know your success team. You want to know who supports you genuinely. Think of that person who helped you this term, maybe reviewing writing assignments, or maybe they helped you with things at home so you could do your homework. Maybe they gave you some of those hard truths that we don't always love to hear, but we need to hear. Maybe they were somebody that motivated you for your success to keep going. Whatever it is, take a minute, tell them thank you, and just keep them close, because you don't have to do things alone here, okay? As you guys know, there's a ton of resources here at SNHU, but you also have support outside the classroom. So don't forget to connect for your success. I love this quote by Mr. Covey. I am not a product of my circumstances. I'm a product of my decisions. Okay. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all have a lot of things happening in our lives, some good, some not so good, right? But the most important thing is that we pick ourselves up. We know what motivates us. We give ourselves a plan to be successful, but also know that you have these resources for your success. This is just literally a snapshot. This is not everybody. But here at the university, you have your instructors, your advisors, reach out to your instructors, y'all. Do not be afraid to communicate with them. If you have questions about grades or assignments or what's going on, they are the best person to talk to. You also have those amazing gems, those advisors that can help support your success. You have the career team. The academic support menu has so many services, from that written feedback tool to all the tutors. Plus, you have the learning community here for IDS 105 or SNHU Connect. We got the library, the help desk. You have all those personal and social supports outside of the university, those significant others, your parents, your kids, friends, coworkers, extended family, pets, you. Maybe it's you pushing everything and working with the resources. The most important thing is you have to be connecting for your success and really advocating to achieve anything. The most important thing is you have got to believe in yourself. Okay, you are 100% worth this journey. You have to think that you can, I will, I am, like I can do this, I am worth this. And just remember, you 100% got this. Y'all, we are so proud of you here at SNHU. Thank you for choosing us to further your education. This week is a good week. Finish your term strong. Celebrate all that you have done this term, the small things and the big things. And just remember, you got this. Happy week 8, everybody.